Kotlin Desktop, Lesson 12, Animations. We'll build an animated dashboard with smooth transitions in Spring Physics. Here's what we're building: an animated dashboard with stat cards, progress rings, and tab transitions. Cards stagger in with spring animations, numbers count up, progress rings fill smoothly. A shimmer loading skeleton plays while data loads. Tabs crossfade between views. Create the animated dashboard project. Same griddle settings as before. Generate the Gradle wrapper, version 8.10. Three plugins: Kotlin, Compose, and the Compose compiler. Standard dependencies. Animations are built into Compose. Source directory created. Setup done. First file, dashboarddata.kt. Data classes and sample data for our dashboard. Stat item holds a label, value, optional prefix and suffix, and a color. Progress item is simpler: label, progress float, and color. Two sets of stats, overview and analytics. Each tab will show different metrics. Progress data tracks CPU, memory, and disk for overview, uptime, cache hit, and latency for analytics. Reviewing the file. 42 lines of data definitions. Statcard.kt, an animated card that slides in and counts up its value. 19 imports for animation APIs, layout, and Material 3. AnimateDpAsState animates the card's elevation with Spring Physics. AnimatedVisibility handles the bouncy slide-in entrance. AnimateIntAsState counts the number from 0 to the target value over 1 second. The card layout shows a colored top border, a label, and the animated counter value. Each card uses card defaults with the surface color. The box fills the top with the stats accent color. Text formatting uses string interpolation, prefix, animated value, suffix. Material theme typography keeps it consistent. Reviewing stat card. About 80 lines, 3 animation APIs working together. AnimatedWidgets.kt. 4 reusable animated components. This is the longest file. 24 imports spanning animation, canvas, layout, and graphics APIs. Progress ring uses animateFloatAsState to animate an arc from 0 to the target percentage. Canvas draws the background track and the colored fill. drawArc with a sweep angle of 360 times the animated progress creates the filling effect. Stroke cap round gives it smooth, rounded endpoints. The percentage text sits in the center of the ring using box with content alignment center. Expandable section uses updateTransition to coordinate the arrow rotation and content visibility. AnimatedVisibility with expandVertically creates a smooth accordion effect. Loading skeleton uses rememberInfiniteTransition to animate a shimmer offset. A linear gradient brush sweeps left to right continuously. Three placeholder boxes mimic the card layout. The shimmer brush creates a subtle light sweep across each box. Infinite repeatable with repeat mode restart loops the animation forever. Linear easing keeps the shimmer speed constant. Pulsing dot is a simple status indicator. Infinite transition scales the dot between 0.8 and 1.2 with an ease and out curve. Reviewing all 4 widgets. About 200 lines of animated composables. AnimatedDashboard.kt. The main composable tab bar, content transitions, and staggered card entrance. 15 imports. Crossfade for tab transitions. AnimateColorAsState for the tab indicator. Three state variables. Selected tab, is loading, and load key. Launched effect simulates a 1.5 second data load on each tab change. The tab bar uses AnimateColorAsState. The active tab is purple, inactive is gray. A smooth 300 millisecond transition between them. The refresh button increments load key, which triggers the loading animation again. A pulsing dot shows the system is live. Crossfade wraps the content area. When the tab changes, it crossfades between Overview and Analytics with a 500 millisecond animation. Dashboard content staggers card entrance. Each card appears 300 milliseconds after the previous one, using launched effect and delay. Progress rings animate after all cards are visible. The expandable section completes the layout. Reviewing Animated Dashboard. About 140 lines wiring up all our animated widgets. Last file, main.kt. Launch the window at 900 by 700 with a dark theme. Seven imports and a simple application block. Animated Dashboard fills the window. Reviewing all 5 files: main, dashboard data, stat card, animated widgets, and animated dashboard. Five Kotlin files in our source tree. Clean compile. Build successful. Run gradlu run to launch the app. A shimmer skeleton plays first. Cards stagger in with a spring bounce, numbers count up from 0. Progress rings fill to their target percentages. The green dot pulses to show the system is live. Switch tabs. Crossfade transitions between views. The shimmer plays again before new data loads. Expand the detail section. The accordion opens smoothly. 5 key takeaways from today's lesson. AnimateXAsState, animateIntAsState, animateFloatAsState, animateDpAsState, and animateColorAsState animate single values reactively. Spring. Spring physics with damping ratio and stiffness create natural, bouncy animations. Transitions. UpdateTransition coordinates multiple animations. AnimatedVisibility handles enter and exit effects. Crossfade. Crossfade transitions between composables. Great for tab switching with smooth content changes. Infinite transition. Remember, infinite transition runs continuous animations like shimmer effects and pulsing indicators. Subscribe for more Kotlin desktop tutorials. Next up, Lesson 13, Multi-Window.